I wasn't flexing the fact that, oh, the finals were so cheap because Caitlin Clark isn't there last year. No, I just bought courtside seats. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just bought the courtside seats for the price that would have been a ticket in the bleachers to watch Caitlin play. But they plummeted 49% and they're down to $64. I wonder what price they are right now. I'm just going to check what the get-in price.
Stop everything. Caitlin Clark just went viral again, and she didn't even play. That's right. Caitlin Clark, sidelined with a groin injury, just stole the entire 2025 WNBA All-Star Game with one hilarious halftime interview that broke the internet. No buckets, no assists, just raw personality, razor-sharp wit, and one slip of the tongue that had the whole world cracking up. While Team Collier was dunking on the scoreboard, Clark was dunking on the entertainment meter. This wasn't a basketball game, it was the Caitlin Clark comedy show, live from the bench. Let's break down the 5 moments that turned an injured rookie into a viral all-star legend.
I cannot believe that I had not seen this up to this point. I cannot believe that I had not seen this. But everywhere, and I mean it, everywhere Caitlin Clark has gone, she has been swarmed. Apparently she's somewhere here. And it's clear there are hundreds, if not thousands of people showing up anywhere Caitlin Clark is at All-Star Weekend. Like,
let's start with that line. The moment Caitlin Clark was asked on live TV what her halftime plan was, she didn't hesitate. Oh no, we're going to listen to Glorilla and maybe get a drink. Instantly, boom. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. The internet exploded, but the best part, the realization. She laughed, backtracked, and clarified she meant Gatorade, not get a drink. The slip-up was so natural, so unscripted, it had fans crying with laughter. This was more than a funny moment. It was human. It showed that Clark isn't just a superstar with handles and highlight reels. She's relatable. This one line gave fans a glimpse into her playful, goofy side. In a game she couldn't even play in, she still managed to go viral without even trying. And honestly, that kind of charm is more dangerous than her logo threes. You can't coach charisma, Clark's got it in buckets. While the All-Stars battled on the floor, Caitlin Clark was running her own show courtside. And fans were eating it up. Whether it was her booing her own team for missing a play she just drew up or cracking jokes with her coach mid-game, Clark delivered non-stop content. Every mic-it-up moment was a punchline waiting to happen. She wasn't just sitting quietly and clapping. She was analyzing plays, teasing teammates, tossing one-liners, and even roasting herself. It was like having your favorite NBA analyst and your funniest friend mashed into one courtside hype queen. Fans weren't just watching the game, they were tuning in for Clark Cam updates. Social media started trending with clips of her reactions, her side-eye, her coach face frustrations. She literally coached a blowout loss and somehow won the night. That's superstar behavior. What Caitlin Clark pulled off at the All-Star game isn't just rare, it's revolutionary. Most injured players show up in street clothes, clap from the bench, and maybe give a few polite smiles for the cameras. But Clark? She went full performance mode without ever stepping on the court.
Caitlin Clark is just out of nowhere giving a trophy for a 3-on-3 youth basketball tournament. Caitlin Clark out of nowhere is presenting the trophy. Like, I don't think anyone expected Caitlin Clark to be presenting that trophy, because if they were expecting Caitlin Clark to be presenting that trophy, there will be a lot more people in attendance. There will be absolutely a lot more people in attendance. And like, obviously it makes it 100 times more special, and it's this big event. Having Caitlin Clark there, and again, as you can see, surrounded by her security team at this stage.
From the first moment ESPN's mic picked her up, it was game over for everyone else. This wasn't just sideline banter, it was entertainment gold. She took full control of her mic'd-up role like she was born for TV. Every camera cut to her felt like a scene from a comedy special with a side of basketball brilliance. She wasn't just telling jokes, she was reading the game, calling plays, offering actual coaching advice in real time. This was Caitlin Clark, the player, Caitlin Clark the strategist and Caitlin Clark the entertainer, all rolled into one. Her analysis? Sharp. Her one-liners? Sharper. And it wasn't forced. It wasn't some scripted PR move. This was raw, unrehearsed, and authentically her. She cracked jokes about 4-point shots stacking up too fast. She roasted her own team for bricking her drawn-up plays. And she delivered it all with the timing of a late-night comedian and the authority of a veteran floor general. She even kept energy high with her coach, Sandy Brondello, offering real-time strategy like she was still the point guard in control of the game flow. For fans at home, it was gold. For the league, it was a masterclass in how to turn a potential absence into a viral presence. She didn't just make the most of her injury, she flipped it into one of the most memorable All-Star Game broadcasts ever. That's rare. That's leadership. That's Clark.
Caitlin Clark gets hurt, and guess what? Your demand vanishes because people ain't going to pay up to see these athletes that are ungrateful that their sport's growing. People aren't paying up for that. And we are here, right here. The tickets for this game, for this All-Star game, they've dropped by 50%. The ticket prices.
Let's talk truth. Nafisa Collier dropped 36 points, a record-setting MVP-level game. She deserved every bit of that trophy. But let's not ignore what everyone else saw. Caitlin Clark still walked away as the headline. It's controversial, sure, but the moment you walked into the arena, the air wasn't buzzing about Collier's scoring. It was buzzing about Clark's mic. Even in a 22-point blowout, it was Clark's reactions, jokes, and personality that kept people glued to the screen. The sideline cam practically had its own segment just following her. Every broadcaster had a Clark soundbite ready to go. Every major sports outlet covered her mic'd-up moments more than the actual gameplay. And don't get it twisted, this isn't about disrespecting the athletes on the floor. This is about understanding the weight of stardom. You can drop 36 and dominate the box score, but it's Clark's charisma, wit, and presence that dominated the conversation. She didn't outscore the MVP. She outshined the entire event. And that's what makes her different. That's why she's box office. That's why she's the reason fans show up. Caitlin Clark doesn't just draw eyeballs when she's making plays. She does it when she's literally just vibing from the bench. The real MVP might have been holding a trophy, but the emotional MVP, the viral MVP, the crowd MVP, that was all Clark. And everyone in the building felt it.
So here we go. Alyssa Thomas, right here, talking about the fandom.
Yes, I think, our sports culture, I think so many fans, feel they have the freedom to say whatever they want to us. And unfortunately, there's a lot of nasty things that come with it. At the end of the day, we're here doing our jobs, and, they don't have people coming to their job saying these nasty things. So, we definitely have to protect the players better. It's unfortunate that it's come to this point, but I know we're going to continue to speak up about it, and we're just trying to play basketball. That's all.
Okay, well, number one, you got a job that's in the public light. That's the difference between you and a guy on some garbage truck somewhere, or some lady that's an accountant in some office.
Caitlin Clark didn't step onto the hardwood. She didn't hit a single shot or make a single pass. And yet, by the time the final buzzer sounded at the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game, there wasn't a single doubt in anyone's mind who owned the moment. It wasn't the top scorer. It wasn't the MVP. It was Caitlin Clark, sitting courtside with a mic, a smile, and a groin injury that sidelined her. Physically, not culturally. This All-Star Game wasn't just a weekend showcase of talent, it was a test. A test of who really drives this league forward, who puts people in the seats, who makes casual fans stop scrolling, who anchors the broadcast. And Caitlin Clark passed that test without even checking into the game. Let's put it in perspective. Clark is a rookie who's missed over 10 games this season due to multiple muscle injuries: left quad, left groin, right groin. Most players would be focused solely on recovery. Most rookies would shrink away from attention in a moment like this. But Clark, she leaned in. She embraced the pressure, the expectations, the cameras. She turned the spotlight into a platform and delivered like only a true star can. Her presence was felt, not because she demanded it, but because it radiated off her. She didn't hijack the moment. The moment naturally gravitated toward her. Whether it was her hilarious Gatorade slip, her mic'd-up commentary, or her playful sideline coaching, she gave fans an experience. She gave the league a reminder, this is what generational stardom looks like. And here's the key. Clark's impact was felt on every level. For kids in the stands, she was the cool, funny, unshakable icon. For broadcasters, she was a goldmine of content and personality. For teammates, she was a leader who stayed engaged even while hurt. And for the league? She was the marketing dream who kept the event alive when the scoreboard started to feel one-sided. What Clark is doing transcends the court. It's not just about her ability to drop 30 on any given night. It's about how she owns moments, how she draws attention and holds it, how she adapts, whether she's controlling a game or controlling a broadcast. She's the face of the WNBA not just because of her stats, but because of her presence. The way she speaks, laughs, leads, and represents the league with a rare balance of fire, fun, and authenticity. She's marketable, yes, but more importantly, she's magnetic. People want to watch her, listen to her, learn from her. Even when she's off the floor. That's power, that's influence. That's why she's different. This All-Star game wasn't about points or performance. It was about impact. And Caitlin Clark proved once again, when it comes to the WNBA, she's not just playing in the game, she is the game.
If you are a fan, you just want to be there at the WNBA and you just want to be there for the events, it's actually good. The ticket price is cheaper. Like, I understand that expensive ticket prices correlate with, relevance of the league and everything. However, lads, if you are a fan, ticket prices are no question about it. You would rather the ticket prices be cheap because you can go and watch them for cheap. Like, I wasn't flexing the fact that, the finals were so cheap because Caitlin Clark isn't there last year. No, I just bought courtside seats. Like,